Hello, everyone. Welcome back. In the last session, we talked about accessing um, Outlook Web Access. We talked about writing emails to people. We talked about using the calendar, checking scheduled times, looking at contacts, what will and will not be brought over, and um, and simple things such as that. Now we want to get into more personalization options. How do I set rules? Well, that can also be done. And where you'll want to go is you'll want to click on the cog, and those are your settings. Automatic replies is where you can set your out of office settings. Display settings is how you can change how Outlook's not going to work, how Outlook OWA is going to look. Offline settings, you can basically use this computer when you're not connected to a network. So that's pretty cool, but you won't be using that. So let's not worry about that setting. So first off, let's go into automatic replies. This is where you can set up automatic replies. Office Web Apps has some new features that really aren't available in Outlook. So these are extended abilities that you did not have previously. When you check on send automatic replies, you can choose when you want it to start by checking this box, so you can actually define when it's going to begin and when it ends. So if you want it to end on, say, let's say we want it to end on March 20th, and we're going to be back in the office by then by 7 o'clock. So I'll set do not send this message after 7 a.m. This means it'll automatically turn itself off and you don't have to worry about it. You can also block your calendar for the period that it's on, which is really nice. You can decline new meeting invitations that occur only during the period, and you can decline meetings that already exist within this period. Now keep in mind, you check these boxes, it's going to send a couple of things out if it finds criteria that matches. From here, you can customize your reply, and you can choose whether you want to send replies to only sender in your contact list or to all external senders. Finally, when you're done, all you have to do is click on OK. That turns on everything. It cancels your meetings during the period, and it will also block your calendar so that people won't try to get you into a meeting while you're out of the office. Your display settings will show where you can see the reading pane. If you choose what happens when you move or delete an item, and choose what happens when you sign in. As you can see, I have let me select the first message to read and open the next item. This is the default feature, but this just means that when you sign in, it's not going to select an email automatically. So if you have somebody looking over your shoulder and you sign into Office Web Apps, they're not going to be able to read the first email that comes into your mailbox. Oh. Sorry. You can also choose how you want your message list to look like. And if you want conversations with the newest message on top, and you can also choose to sort messages into a focused inbox. Focused inbox is a new feature, again, that is not yet available in Outlook, so it's an additional feature that you get that you wouldn't have otherwise. What you can do is you can select focused, and what Microsoft tries to do is it tries to incorporate messages that you typically read. Messages that you don't read, it tries to put into other. And you see a lot of this is messages that I wouldn't read anyway, but I still check it to make sure that I'm not missing anything terribly important. This is just an out of office reply. This is, I need to look into it, but I would have read that. So, but you have the option to turn this on or off. Nothing's perfect, but it can help. Now, offline settings, managing add-ins, and managing connectors, you're not going to have to worry about that. But you may still be asking, well, this is all well and good, but what about rules to move messages into folders? And I clicked on the wrong thing. It's mail. Okay. Again, there's our automatic replies. And here we go. Now, any rules that you have that are already in your mailbox will be moved up to Office 365. So rules will continue processing, but if you want to create a new rule, you have to go to this page. To get to that page, you click on Mail at the bottom. You see it's still in the settings over here? And then we just simply add a rule. And it's sort of nice because it gives you the conditions so that you can play around with this. See, move, copy, or delete, pin the message. And there's a lot of other options in here too. You can have it play a sound when new items arrive. Or if you want to turn that off, you can. You can always have it send a read receipt if you want. And you can choose your default reply setting. If you'd rather have it just reply to the person themselves, you can change it to just reply, and that will be your default. You'll still be able to do reply all if you change that setting. You can also create your own safe list and blocked senders list directly on your account. And one of the nice things is that you can check the trust email for my contacts. So if your contacts are already people that you know that are good, all you have to do is hit that and they're all marked as safe right there and then as soon as you hit save. And again, these are some of the things that you can do. As with Outlook, you can also create your own signature that you can append to messages. So if you have a signature that you like that's already in Outlook, you can copy, paste it right here, and then Office Web Apps will have the same signature. So let's do that for mine, just so that we can see it firsthand. So first off, I'll bring up my Outlook. And let's go to my signature. And, oh gee, I've forgotten where my signature is. Well, it's in Options. And then Mail and Signatures. So let's copy this whole thing. Now, we're going back here. Oh, you'll notice something. My logo didn't come over. That's because you have to insert a picture if you want to do that. So I'm just going to choose automatically, and let's save that. And I'll fix the picture later, but you can just simply go to the end of your signature, attach a picture, choose your picture file, and then it will actually show correctly. So let's save that. Now, when we go back to Mail, if we create a new message, there's my signature.